Greetings everyone, and Great here. Another H-Powers 4 replay. Spawn on bottom right, top right, or just right side as the Magenta Mongols. We had Favente, Perennis. Spawn on left side as the Cyan Delhi Sultanate. We have LoueMT. When it comes to economic benefits, do note we're going to have to take into account with the fishing stuff. The Mongols do have access to no native housing, as well as access to OVO, but the OVO will be foregone to get out an early fishing dock. Well, the Delhi Summit does get access to free research, which is very handy. A very good, steady, powerful upgrade, which tends to fall off the late game when everything's research, but it does also mean you get a large amount of value over time. You don't have to spend time to get those, especially in Imperial Age, we get those very powerful upgrades for free. Albeit, it takes an incredibly long time. When it comes to unique units, in Feudal Age, the Mongols have access to unique units. The Keshik, a very good, cheap, but weaker heavy cav, and the Magadai, a cavalry archer, which generally is worthless throughout most of the game. The Delhi Sultanate does have access to the Ghazi Raider, a horseman that hits harder but slower, as well as has a bit more health, a little bit more expensive. And what else do they have? Nothing else in Age 2. Their fishing boats, I should also mention as well, does have a arrow attack. You see the Khan took massive damage there, almost went down to the fishing boats. Fishing boats do have a 7 bow attack with 1.88 attack speed, which is about the same DPS as a archer. So you almost went down to those fishing boats. Also has the opportunity to take home some of these sheeple. I was going to say, oh, he's going for some early research, but of course it's Delhi Sultanate. They just get research for free. Of course they go for it early. Moss going on up. Let's see. The Mongol player looks like eyeing for a lot more onto fishing boats. He has a good number employed in the field, 6 at the moment, eyeing for a 7th one now. While Delhi Sultanate player has 5 on the field, his fishing boats that has the arrow attack costs the same amount. Another player is close to age up just yet. I wonder where Science Scout is at the moment. That's a villager. Looks like he's going to try to eye for a proxy dock. After all, his fishing boats can fight his opponent's fishing boats. Though I'm not sure how the damage output versus the dock healing. Additionally, the Mongols have actually one of the few civilizations I would say have a good defense when it comes to Navy. Because since the OVO provides a good steady stream of stone, they can get naval arrow slits pretty easily on their docks. We now have the Dome of the Faith coming on up, which does allow them to play out scholars here for a 50 gold discount. For me, I think Tower of Victory is probably much better, giving all infantry units built within Sphere of Influence, plus 15 or 20 attack speed. The Silver Tree on this map is pretty good, since there's so much water there. It does act as a natural barrier, and the Mongols can't put up in their unnatural barriers. They don't have any. So this is a good map for trade. Got a second dock to allow the Mongols as well. And he has split up all his fishing boats to collect up fish from multiple locations. First thing he needs to blow out this dock is probably an arrow ship. Local doggos demand head pats. Living these sheep at home. Oh, and actually attack deer there. Both players now are now at the feudal age. Arrow ship on the way. Mongol players not eyeing for an aeroship. On this map, I still recommend people should just go for an aeroship. It helps provide some great shore bombardment in the central strait. His opponent has put out a set of palisade walls there. Scout trying to torch us down, take a significant amount of time for it to go down. The archer ship's advancing on the way forward. Mongols who have access to piracy and a bit of resource upon sinking enemy ship. I always wonder if that works if a land unit gets the kill. Does withdraws units there. Naval arrow slit now complete, which will find some good defense there. He does have another naval arrow slit there as well. He's trying to keep them close to the naval arrow slit. And he is got his units out there. Scout gains some damage on that villager. Starting to advance forward to this other dock, but it will too defend itself. This villager is pretty close to going down. The Khan trying to stop him. Now he knows there's a dock over there. He could... Okay, he's eyeing for some fishing boats, since he's just trying to claim a bit of economy. Maybe a good idea to get out his own arrow ship in this region. He always, even if he does clear out the region, this area is still pretty good for defense for an arrow ship. The scout was now engaged in the Khan. The Khan is classified as a scout unit, so the scout will do bonus damage versus the Khan. Now he's eyeing for some walls around the sacred sites there. It's going to either capture them nice and early, though the local doggo may have a disagreement. He doesn't want those sticks to go on the ground. He wants to play fetch with those sticks. We do not got a Keshik on the field. It's not ×2 Keshik. Silver Tree now deploying out traders. And he can't deploy on the corner there because his bear is in the way. That's why he deployed it off to the side. Best not go past 3 fishing boats in order so the dock can go ahead and defend itself. And he gets access. Now, I suppose extra docks will allow him to get some early naval research, which could also make it good for the observatory that gets some food income per research. A villager does, or a scout does go down there. The Mongols have more civilians on the field thanks to 2 docks. But he's going to go through the shorefish pretty quickly, and there's another dock over there which he may not have seen just yet. Kashik's course can displace it. When I say displace, I mean burn to the ground. And his opponent right now is just going for straight fishing boats. He's not eyeing for any military units whatsoever. I've got ×2 Kashik on the build queue now. So he can start taking time to deal with these scholars and sacred sites, because it also does provide some good gold generation there. Now I've got the Kashiks now moving over there. You got to send these Kashiks over here. Or strike from multiple locations. Nope, he's going to head straight over here. And there's no spearmen on the field at the moment. Scholar goes down. Villager will go down. And these fishing boats should be able to see this dock here over here now. Decides to delete all those walls there, get a bit of a refund. Also delete them early will allow the Keshiks, I suppose they are not wounded in the first place, so. A large number of fishing boats here. He's stealing a good number of short fish from his opponent. But of course, once they get cleaned up, then all these fishing boats are good as use as well. Compound Defender not going on the field, which does give him access to 5 unique research. No, wait, that's the other one. This allows him to deploy out stone structures for cheaper, and allows his infantry to deploy out stone walls and stone towers. And stone gates. Once the stone wall is in place. Local doggo will go down there as well. Got a proxy stable. The Khan itself may have seen it. I'm so surprised this area has not been spotted. Let's take a look at Magenta's vision. Okay, he definitely sees all this. He should have retaliated against this a long time ago. As both Science is now advanced to the Castle Age, which does give him access to the War Elephant, which is also anti-cavalry tool, but it is classified armor. Curl tie going on up. This map is a little bit lane at the center right there, so the curl tie can be very good at that. And he does have the trade. It's relatively safe to keep a trade alive here, so he doesn't need the Stepper Doubt's extra drop off. Got quite a bit of gold right there as well. Outpost going on up in the center of the map. He could. I just see so many locations for him just to torch down. Now I was trying to go for a War Elephant here. War Elephants do bonus damage to cavalry. Had him catch research on the way. Yam network not being researched. Just Yam, not the improved Yam. Superior mobility, blacksmith research, and all that sort. And his opponent is going for all the research as well. Spearmen do not kill off the villager there, and Keshik did take a bit of damage there, but the Curl Tie can heal him up, and the villager. Trying to push his way forward, trying to catch the sacred site. There's a couple scholars here and a villager. Got some bites here on this outpost as well. Going for the Step Lancers, getting increased health per strike and a bit of attack speed. Oh, and we got a Spring Golem placement here. Chip down. Ovo being researched. He's going for arrow slits. Nope, that's just going for... Oh, he is going for arrow slits. The Spring Golem placement does not do bonus damage to structure, so do 1 damage each. Spearman advances forward with a keep, outpost, and mining camp in the center of the map. Keshik's going to take time to capture that up and start pushing forward. 21 traders on the field and has a good amount of them queued up as well, so he will maintain great income at the moment. And Palace of Sultanate, we've got fast Imperial Age going up since the Mongol player is not being aggressive enough in my opinion. There's so many vulnerable targets, those exposed docks, they should have been destroyed a long time ago. And now the Palace of Sultanate's being put on the field, which does give him access to automatically produce free gunpowder tower elephants. Oh, and all these villagers went down. The keep does get interrupted. Nice little pick there. He killed off 19 villagers? That can't be right. At least 12, I know that for sure. But there was a good number of villagers that went down there. He will have soon access to the village fortress, which does allow his keeps to access town centers if he has any on the field. Or had any, I should say. Lumber camp does get torched down. And do know as well, let me click on the OVO, whatever one's currently active. Can't see. Ah, there's OVO. The raid bounties. The more I look at it, the more I'm always dissatisfied with raid bounties. You spend 350 resources to get plus 20, plus another 50 resources per raid. It says 2, not plus 50, plus 50. It is increasing it from 25 to 50 each. So in order for this to pay for itself, you have to torch down 7 structures, which is actually hard in most games. It's not a good feudal age technology. Sure, it can be useful in castle age, but you're not going to destroy 7 buildings most of the time. The improved one, however, is actually a bit more decent. Costs the same amount in stone, however, that allows you to convert stone into other resources. A good number of stone walls deployed out over here, as well as a stone wall gate. Keshiks will not be able to advance through that. The White Stupa being put on the field. I think the Cognitive Palace is 300 times better because you get groups of knights, which cost 240 each for every 6 minutes potentially, and or you can get 240 stone in 1 minute. And especially if you get it while you don't have maxed out population, you can get quite a bit of value from the Cognitive Palace. Sultanate elephants now being put on the field. Looks like it's one every minute 30, and they have a value of 1,000 each. So that's roughly 700 resources per minute. Experience trying to rotate around over here, but of course there's a large amount of Keshiks here. So these Keshiks are being brought in one at a time, and he will only lose one. The Keshiks that they're probably micro could have got more damage there. Got a good number of Keshiks here. And going for tower elephants, honestly, elephants in general against mass Keshik will be effective. Gunpowder elephants, of course, they love to shoot everything like any other gunpowder unit. The archer elephants can be upgraded crossbow elephants, which give them bonus damage versus heavy, so like they do like plus 33 damage versus armor. And the war elephants, the armored elephants, do also have a large amount of cavalry bonus damage as well. He is starting to pull a good number of hand cannoneers, which are a good item. Does have the elite Keshik research. Of course, the Mongols do actually have a decent ground army in Imperial Age with the elite army tactics improving the effect of elite army tactics by 10%. Going for biology, very good. Hopefully this goes for stone trade research sooner rather than later. And both sides just massing out for one big conflict. We got a large number of tower elephants being pulled in field, 3 crossbows, 2 gunpowder. They do have the crossbow research. I think right now they're doing 28 damage. He is still waiting for the last round of pierce damage, but that's also 2 crossbows entirely. So let's assume it gets to the last round there. Incendiary arrows, I think that does get up to like 33 damage versus heavy. Times 2. Oh, one, the fishing boats do get torched down. Still plenty of fish in the sea, or this river, and how is this not destroyed? Thought I heard a relic picked up somewhere. Because he does have the fortified outpost research. Axe Mongolia, I think that's called. So it does give him plus 300 hit points on all of his outposts. And does also a little bit of fire armor. So going to take time to invest stone into various bombarding placements. It does have a cannon placement here, which will provide some decent damage. But there's just mass elephant being put on the field. These outposts currently have no weapon. They do gun down that villager. Villager there does go down, and this outpost will be torched down as well. What's this one being researched with? I see an upgrade there. Oh no, that's just a build time. We do have the Kurultai here, which does provide damage benefits to all infantry or all military units. No buildings. Or just has a massive number of elephants. He's just slowly producing these elephants for free. Resources, or the Mongol player has a massive number of resources stockpiled up. Going for chemistry, could use more blacksmith and other resources here. Has a handful of pastures here. Starting transition off of fish on into sheep. Zonks makes way forward. He does have a good number of hand cannoneers. These tower elephants, they say ranged cavalry. Doesn't say they're heavy nor light. So I wonder, they probably don't receive bonus damage from crossbows. They should receive bonus damage from spearmen, however. So to make their advance, this entire army does counter Keshiks quite nicely. Hand cannoneers do love to shoot everything, however. A couple of elephants do go down. This is the defense arrow. The defense arrow is probably not a good item in this moment. The mobility arrow is probably a bit better. Or even pack speed arrow. Mobility just simply so they can pursue the retreating elephants. And that is a large number of dead Mongol units. But however, you did get a number of elephants killed. It's really hard. Let's see. Magenta has killed 9,000 military value. Cyan's only killed off 5,000, so it's definitely he's done better at least kill-wise. Shaman does get killed off there, though I don't see a carcass. More health and armor, range armor for elephants. Mongol player needs to go for hand cannoneers. They don't really care how much armor you have. It does add up to a bit. They probably should eye for a good number of spearmen, rather than Keshiks. So he does the Kurultai damage ore here, which will make these hand cannoneers hit really hard. 50 damage hand cannoneers. That is really hard. The Mangonel will take 30 damage per bullet. It's also not spotted at the moment. Cannon placement get a couple great hits there. And gets gunned down by one bullet. Now these elephants do have a lot of extra health. I was trying to eye for a keep. The Kurultai's here in a good location. A large amount of elephants, a stampede of elephants, one of the hardest things you can actually deal with in this game. They're very, very population efficient. Each one is 3 population. That is really nothing. But we got now Mangonel on the field. He's gunning down everything. The Keshiks may just want to go straight for the Mangonel to save his hand cannoneers. But the hand cannoneers do actually gun down the Mangonel, looks like. Thanks to the bonus damage from nearby Kurultai, they put holes in everything. The Baron does go down. He does lose all his Keshiks, but he did take out a good number of elephants. Yeah, he's so far making a good kill-death ratio in value. Now the Kurultai will find some good health regen here. Now we've got a big line of bombards being pulled on field. First, I have more of a fan traction trebuchets at further range, but bombards do hit hard nearby Kurultai, doing potentially up to 650 damage versus structures. He does delete all those fishing boats, so there's still plenty of fish in the sea, though he is a bit low on population cap. Bombards push forward, getting some damage on these elephants. The Kurultai has pushed them forward. Now this is the part where people will probably look at me funny. He needs to pull out Siege Tower, so he can utilize these walls. So if he destroys the piece of walls, then he's able to put his hand cannons on top of the walls, giving them a 66% damage ranged and siege damage resistance, and as well as +2 range on his hand cannoneers. He is starting to mix in some shamans. Bombards need to hit the Mangonel. The Mangonel does go down. Now we have an armored elephant here. War elephant. All of them have really good amount of health. But hand cannons right now do hit for really hard. Starting to get healed up by the shamans, or the scholars. Does pick off those siege weapons there with the bombards. Very, very nice. Bombards can take some hits, because they do also have health regen from nearby Kurultai. Yes, it does affect siege weapon health regen aura. So these hand cannoneers are being whittled down. You have now a spring gold here. The bombards need to push forward, try to hit that spring gold. And cannoneers need some reinforcements, trying to bring some more reinforcements there. Both sides took a nice beating. And there goes the battering ram. If he's able to station his hand cannoneers on top of the walls, there's nothing. I suppose you could. I always wonder, do people can't delete walls when units on top of it? Your opponent's units on top of it. It seems like people never do that. Hopefully that is prevented. Spring Gulls are getting some damage on the bombards. One does go down a little bit foolishly. You also need to get out spearmen, not Keshiks. Because they'll probably last just as long as each other. You could probably eye for at least the basic advanced economic upgrades. Oh, and a good number of these scholars will be gunned down. It's a good amount of wood and gold. You can also, these are classified as ranged spells, so mangonels will do bonus damage to them. So he is fighting against a good number of spring golds. Kurultai is packed on up. Keshik's find a good opportunity to hit these prelates. Not prelates. Scholars. I'm getting all the religious units mixed up, aren't I? There's now another mangonel, and I'll pull it on the field. Another bombard does go down. He still has some good number of outposts in the back line. These outposts are providing yellow metal, providing increased movement speed for these hand cannoneers. The tower elephant does have a range of 5 towers, while the hand cannoneers still have the standard 4 tower range. These units are making their way forward. Armored elephants, of course, the war elephants are actually heavy, so they will see bones in from crossbows. But the armor is still really high. Both armor is significant, so they can even withstand a little bit of crossbow fire. Hopefully has whistling arrows. He has not repositioned his oboe. He does not have the whistling arrow research. At this point in time, now is probably a good idea to go for raid bounties, because the chance of finding a large number of structures, such as these outposts, is significantly high. He has a good number of spring golds of his own. What type of siege? He does have the 13 range spring golds now. Let's see. Blacksmith, siege workshop, there we go. Yep, he has the 13 range spring golds, which are really good. Increase attack speed, increase the attack speed even more. Damage from trebuchets. Good hit there with the bombard. And good hit there with the bombards. That's the Kurultai aura there. We do now have a lot of elite Ghazi riders, which are a heavier horseman. Of course, hand cannoneers have to shoot everything, and Keshiks are still going to be good versus them. Ghazi riders more of a soft counter towards man-at-arms rather than a hard counter to heavy cav. They can engage them okay, but not exactly population efficiently. The Ghazi Riders were definitely not a good item in this situation. Though if they advance forward like this, they get some damage done, but he does have cannons everywhere. People who go for White Super tend to get out a large number of defensive emplacements. And these ones neither have. Just getting overwhelmed. I wonder if he has the increased attack speed even more upgrade. Now he's gone for a warship here, a cannon ship. I have some broadsides trying to engage the choke point. We got units now pushing over here with some bombards. Gazrad is still pursued by the single Kashik. And this is an air replacement, which is actually doing some decent damage there on that warship. And he does have a bombard placement on this one here, getting some good damage as well. And now the naval arrow slip. And he just got attrition down. That was not a good warship. Is nothing else being put up with stock? The warship was abject failure. He does get an increased attack speed, even more of the Keshiks. So now the Keshik's attack speed is at 1.2. Outpost slowly going on down. We do have just these large number of outposts in this region. One Gazrad does go down. That is he's staying inside the town center of fire. He does have the improved Yam network, which does give him health regen on his traders, and the villagers are going to shank the Ghazi Raider. One of the few times where shanking something with the villagers is actually useful. Oh, let's see. Looks like the bombards over there did go down. Ghazi Raider is now being pursued by the Keshiks. The Keshiks will win. How many traders do we see? 50. That's all you need. Don't go for any more. Opponent's now playing a good number of traders of his own. He has claimed the Golden's map. The Mongol he hardly even touched the Golden's map because he went for a trade. Ghazi Raiders all go down. Mongol players now creeping forward with his bombards. We got hand cannoneers, like I said before, and he's got top of the walls. But now we've got a good enough force here as well. While the Mongol army is split up, got a force of 92, which is a little bit bugged, where the hand cannoneer war tower elephants do count as 3 rather than 2, and up here, assume that's just 2. Got a good number of battering rams here, trying to push the way forward. That is a good number of spring golds. Just let them sort through against those battering rams. Spearmen are here as well. Ghazi Raiders are making their advance. Starting to get overrun here. He does use a speed arrow, and thanks to his opponent's lower civilian population, is able to produce get a larger army field. This Keshik's now streaming over here. His front line is not broken. Battering rams cleaving through the structures. He's saving. Siege weapons being pursued. Won't save him. That is a good number of outposts here. None of them are upgraded, barring a couple. Keshik's trying to hit these battering rams. More hand cannoneers being deployed on the field. Right now, Sun has a larger force on the field, twice the amount currently. More hand cannoneers needs to be just a move forward. And just needs to regroup back here. I still believe he should have gone for Spearmen. Spearmen would have been useful for this entire engagement. These outposts will give him a bit of time. He's going for more cannon placements. I should have researched the back ones. Let's see. Where's a blacksmith? He does not have the improved military academy. He want to go for that now. The increased production speed is going to be very important. And I'll say right now, Mass Mangonel would not hurt. Mangonels do bonus damage versus range. and get the improved health and armor, it'll be hard for the ranged attacks to hit them, to deal damage to them. Of course, for the guys riders, not so much. Mongol players at max out population. The Delhi Sultanate is still below 100 workers. Trying to get out more traders, though none of them are queued up at the moment. Maybe a good idea to queue up a bunch, so when you start losing military units, he at least has a good gold supply coming on in. Battering rams getting hit there. Battering rams are cheap in population. They're very population efficient, I'll say that. Spring also needs to start hitting those battering rams. Or even just hitting the elephants, because they do decent damage versus everything. They're just not population efficient for that. This front line, the Mongol front line is starting to get disintegrated. Go use the defense arrow there when you should use the attack speed arrow probably for the King Cannoneers. Some of his Spring also going down. He finally gets some spearmen. They're only veteran spearmen. Doesn't have elite army tactics, let alone improved army tactics. Patterns clean through the much needed production. Right now he's having trouble remaxing. He has plenty of gold. He may just want to start buying, just buy 5,000 food. Because the point is, when you have that much trade, much gold income, you can just start buying your food as you need it. Patterns shifting way forward, destroying a lot of this much needed infrastructure. More spearmen being pulled on out. Still doesn't have any elite spearmen. He has plenty of gold to buy for food for the various upgrades as well. Doesn't have any stone for the improved research. Batteries all go down there. Got still some large amount of outposts here. He also still hasn't repositioned his OVO, which he could have got some extra stone income, put it onto the 2,400 or 2,400 deposit. More hand cannoneers are good. Still just good on my outpost here, but for the outpost just doesn't have any weapons. It's just basically a bootleg wall. Looks like science is finally going for the professional scout research. Better late than never, I guess. You could also try some docks here and start bringing some ships to provide some shore bombardment and control this channel. He does have the Sacred Side victory counting in his favor. 7 minutes remain. Battery rams now trying to push their way forward. Prelate here, or not prelates, scholars in the back. Couple more bombards here. Trying to push his way forward. Has a good number of spearmen here. Bombards hitting the batter rams probably perfectly fine. Village not being brought on off. Torch on the batter ram. Spearmen now engaging. They're getting some good damage done. And cannoneers not being focused down. That provides some excellent damage support. There are elite spearmen. They have plus 28 damage versus cavalry. Gazi Rider's now hitting this valuable trade in the background. He has plenty of gold to recover if he loses 20. Bombards providing some good fire support now. Just trying to hold the line, trying to stop the elephants from overrunning him. This is one of his old elephants. He doesn't have a whole lot of resources in reserve. Trying to go for more elephants in general. He does force him back. Good number of traders going down, but he does go ahead and get a good number of spearmen. He had 50. He's now only losing 7 traders. That's very tolerable. He has plenty of gold. He does not need to get them replaced. In fact, cancel that queue. And policy, let that down population model deploy a larger army. And take 5,000 gold and spend in the food. More outposts going on up. He has a good amount of stone now stored up, which could get quite a bit of research going. Mangonel does go down there. Bombards, they take out the battering ram. Finds a couple more traders. That's what I call tolerable losses. That is a large number of bombards. I wonder, has he got an elite army tactics? He's not got an elite army tactics, nor improved. Use a little more stone from improved elite army tactics, giving his spearmen plus 30% health and damage, which is very significant. That would basically give them 33 additional health. Which would be enough to potentially stave off an entire hand cannoneer shot. So I'm pushed by 4. He's at pop cap. His opponent has not fully recovered. He should know that elephants do take a long time to get replaced. So now is a good time. He has a good opportunity to push on forward and decapture the sacred site. Got a good number of keeps in this region. However, he has a good number of bombards here. 7 bombards. I don't think I've ever seen that many bombards before. Great bombards, yes. Regular bombards, no. Keep does go down there. The war elephant's now making the way forward. Spearman, hand cannoneers push the way forward. Bombards finding some good fire support onto those elephants. Providing good pinpoint damage. Got the fence arrow there. Couple villagers push way forward as well. Sacred Site victory, 3 minutes remaining. Outpost here not fully complete, just a wrench hit away. Science trying to push forward a bunch of villagers to force down these bombards. He probably has one for too many bombards, having trouble putting a larger military force field. Every bombard does take up 3 population. Khan does go down there. Side victory doesn't have a lot of time. Could try some proxy siege workshops and push battering rams over here. Honestly, flanking battering rams hit your opponent's infrastructure combos very well with the Mongols with the raid bounties as well. He doesn't have a lot of time. He's trying to go for elite man-at-arms. That is not needed. Spearmen in this case will still be generally better. 2 minutes remain. No, stop building those bombards. You don't need 9 bombards. More reinforcements now pushing forward. His army is not properly. He does use double time to get forward, or force march, I should say. Double time no longer exists for the roofs. And Canadians trying to engage. One bombard does stay alive. The prototype, of course, is still torched over here, so losing that has been a bit of a problem when holding this defensive point. 1 minute remains. Nothing threatening the other sacred site. Batarams do go down there. Sacred Site victory, 20 seconds remaining, and that's going to be game. No way Magenta can get on top of the Sacred Site to assault the capture timer. And nor does it have a composition to do that. And that's the end of the replay. That's Anna Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.